Redskins. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's 53, Mike. I know he ain't got it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rosen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And taken right on the 30. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Haskins. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and it'll be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 10.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Draw play, Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Up Bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Now Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster able to record his 5th sack of the season. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Under 10, 10.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Haskins will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Charlie!
From the gun, it's Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now Haskins, and it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And now it's Rosen looking. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
3rd and 1.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go.
Elliott running right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Redskins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he's able to get it out of there. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, box truck.
Rosen off the play action. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Well, these turnovers are a big, big problem. And a huge part of why they're running the scoreboard, too. It's now fumble and interception on back-to-back drives. And you just can't expect to do that and be successful in the NFL or any league for that matter.
Play action. Haskins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald. A milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now it's Haskins. And he'll find Hall. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On the move to his left. And an alley to run. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins, escaping the pressure right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards. From the gun, it's Haskins. Flushed out right. A dump off to Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken at his 4. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Washington. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, with those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they... said that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. Trying to lay one up deep. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rosen into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Throwing on second down. Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Haskins looking to throw on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Completes it to Dixon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. Looking to throw, Haskins. This will be caught inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. In for the score. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his RAC, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
That's it, that's it. We got work.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
All right, here we go. Check it. Quarter.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Going to take a shot for Gallup. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. On third down, Rosen. He's going to look deep down the field. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he's on to punt for Washington. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. He's got a man, complete. A gain of 32 that time. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Rosen. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A Redskin 1st down to pick up 15 yards.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spot.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead.
The score, Redskins 38, Cowboys 7. Greg Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins looking, and that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. You go tight. Alert, alert, alert. You got tight right there. Hey, alert, alert. What do you got?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins, it's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. To throw again on second down. Haskins. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Haskins will throw. Flush to his right. He finds his target, Fuller. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Ready, ready.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Zuerlein now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Next the score, Redskins 52, Cowboys 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now it's Rosen. And able to find Dorsett. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 26. They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. Offense for them has nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Hicks, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Second down and inches. Rolling to his right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. They'll drop the throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Back to throw here. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll set up a throw, escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.